I'm gonna listen to this guy, y'all, this young guy. He was saying how everything going crazy and you want to stay isolated. It's been crazy. You just opening your eye, that third eye opening up. If you telling the truth, some people be playing, but I don't think he playing because uh, what he's saying sound like it's just key words to let you know when ain't nobody playing. It ain't. You can listen when you hit them key words, you can hear everything they're saying then because it just take key words to understand. It's like it's something about the way nature talk to you, and when I say nature, I'm talking about the energy and the people and everything. It's something about the way it talk to you that lets you know certain things. And when somebody try to explain it, they can sound ratchet to death. But if you listen to these key words, you'll know that, oh, no, they're telling the truth. But anyway, y'all, let's get back to the learning thing. This stuff, I want to show y'all how interesting and how good it is. This feels good, don't it, y'all? The knowledge is power. Now, let me tell you this. Let me tell you what else I was just thinking about. Young Blood was in there talking about, he said, if you got goals and stuff and gear, be careful. You're trying to fulfill or something. I don't know what he said, but it triggered something in me because I was turning it off around that time. I'm gonna go finish it though. Let's talk about thieves, people who steal. Like let's talk about people who steal, right? Not because of my situation. Let's just talk about people who like to steal. Let's talk about where it comes from. Ooh, let's pull it out of the spiritual and see how it came over here in the physical. Let's talk about it. But I asked who I don't feel like damn. My ancestors tell me like chill out, bro. Watch this. I gotta hold my mouth together, y'all. I wild out. Let's talk about it, y'all. Anyway, I heard Nastro. Which is mean. Mean, but when it come down to my family tree, we all war angels, okay? And we all, our ancestors, they know, they talk junk. Like, we can't repeat what our ancestors say. Out here in the public, y'all say, there ain't no God at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we so close to God, they don't hide nothing, basically. It's nothing bad. It's just that they real, y'all. Dick Gregory was real. Jesus was real. Dr. Saber was real. They all, if you listen to them, they were talking junk. All y'all did was took out the cuss words. You heard what I said? All y'all did was took out the cuss words. They was real. Now let's talk about thieves. But I heard this in the astro. I'm whispering like I don't want the astro to hear me. I heard this and I'm still doing it, bro. I've been over there too much. I heard this in the astro. I heard a female say, and it ain't bad, but it ain't good neither. Instead of helping their own, well, this particular person is, and I ain't gonna say they can't be helped, but when you elevating this high, our energy, my family tree, know when karma is breaking you down. So it's like the females that would normally typically help this female, and they probably try to help her. Normally, particularly help this female, they are leveling up to steal the gifts from this female. It ain't stealing though. To steal the gifts from this female. It's stealing to that female in her mind, but it's actually natural. It's just like in the Bible where it said if a woman get married and her husband died, he got a brother, the brother can marry him. I tell you, we all just need to read the whole Bible over again. Just read one verse, one or two verses, and just break it down, chop it down, decode it. Cause that could be subliminal for what I'm about to say. I heard in the answer the girl was like, I want her gifts. Boy, it hit me hard when I heard it, because the last time I heard somebody say that there was a witch or warlock. This ain't no witch or warlock. This a real angel that's in the midst of this energy and been trying to elevate for a while now. And it's like, she know the game like I know the game. And she know, like, it's like, let's say 2 women was coming to me and wanted me to marry them. And let's say I made a decision that this ain't real or not. But let's say I made a decision, I want to marry this girl. And we start swapping energy, sharing energy. And the ancestors start remolding and remodifying us together. And this other one, she grown and mature. She's a war angel. She ain't in her human form. So she get upset because they was competing to get to a certain level to marry me. But when you going in this direction, the way the heaven is narrow, the way the hell is broad, we all know that. Let's say one of them say, oh, I already know she gonna get there before I do what I'm gonna watch this other one. Cause they know it's something special about it. Cause we zero, me and that flame. It's like we owe. You feel what I'm saying? And they like, I want that other one. I want the. So they love me. It's a good competition if you look at it like her mind is stealing. The one that's getting the one that's being taken apart. But it really ain't. It's like we all a family tree. You forfeit you forfeiting your ranking. See what I'm saying? This listen to what I'm telling y'all, bro. These is all like now let's get off the spirituality part. We are all street people. That's what's scary about it. I'm talking about female now. That's why I said female. One thing I learned about female when I got with my flame, they stronger. You know what I'm saying? They naturally strong. Their energy naturally higher. So when they activate, when you can actually activate one and wake them up, oh, you got something then. I ain't saying I got one. I ain't saying I activated nobody. But I'm just saying, if they already activated, you got something. They got some. Well, you know, we all got something. A woke woman ain't nothing more beautiful than a woke woman. Good God. A woke woman? Man, my grandma was the last person I seen woke, bro. I was just playing. I met probably. My grandma was just special to me. And you see how they treat y'all out there. My grandparents ain't playing with y'all out there. On both sides, they tearing y'all asses up. But my main grandma, my road dog that rode with me as well, and just be torturing y'all. If I was to really, I gotta put that in the book. I can't say that on YouTube. She ain't playing. Y'all would think she the devil. She smell good, smell like roses though. She smell like a high-ranking angel from heaven. But if you trying to do something to her grandson, don't piss her off, y'all. I told y'all in the astro, they said she the grandma of all grandmas. That's what I heard on how true that is. I be over there somewhere. What's that guy got me? So you saying your ancestors lying to you? Yeah. I think I got punished. That's the guy said, okay. I got punished, put me in timeout for a long time. But he evaluated Tail too though. And I think somebody in the Astro did get in trouble. Cause it was like that's what makes spiritual war. It was like an op somewhere, I think animated. Put it into what you call it. That's why you gotta get the nature. You get the nature, talk to the ancestors. Anyway, let's get back to this stealing stuff, right? So I heard the girl say, I'm finna amp up, I'm finna get them juices. Pretty much. Cause it's like this girl, she was, let's say this person was so intoxicated. Let's just say the mind was clouded. Now when your mind is clouded, y'all, that's a beautiful way of saying, instead of saying addict, junkie, my grandma used to just tell me your mind clouded. Because you can be just addicted to sex. and your mind be clouded. Because somebody could be telling you the truth. You probably ain't on no drugs, you ain't drinking or nothing. But you got this lover that you love. Ooh, when I see him, I'll do anything for him. And you see a real man, you're like, go on, bug. You step up and you kick. You see this loser over here. Ooh, when I see him, I'll do anything for him. So your mind is clouded. So somebody tell you the truth. Somebody say, hey, that person got full-blown AIDS. You gonna sleep with him like that, make love to him? Or they gonna say, they might not say, hey, they might say, hey, that person is straight up whore. Matter of fact, they could be a pimp if they wasn't a whore. You don't care, you don't see none of that. Because he got the nice clothes, he got a car, he doing it now. And you got a list of 5 to 10 men, good men that came up. Just guys just playing with this woman. Program now, remember. And these men, she already on man 5, 4, or 5. Every time she see him, she just do whatever for this man. She just give it to me. She just take it all. And she feel like she in heaven and stuff or whatever. So every time she come back home, God said her a good man. And she said, get on you bug, you roach. Cockroaches all over the place. She step on and she rub him on the floor and she kick him. But and 5 men done went by already. She ain't got 5 more to go. Dude come around. And she might see one of them men and say, yeah, you should talk to him. But Buddy'll call, hey, baby. And she'll be like, and the other dude will call. She'll flip over. What? Look, don't call me no more like that. Yeah, I know we were talking the other day pretty good. Don't call this phone ever again. I'll call you. Don't ever call this phone. If you call this phone again, I'm going to block you. You know how women get when they know they just stuff. The other dude, she go, ooh, when I see him, oh, I do anything. So anyway, her mind clouded. I went there, I stayed there too long there. Her mind clouded, right? So that's what that means. So even when you take this shouted from this dude, the way she been at, she just got rid of 5 heavenly beings. This dude is in her head hard. You hear me? I done been in them situations. They'll cut your head off in your sleep. Them dudes, they head hard, bro. It's beyond said. They don't know it though. So anyway, I'm trying to do my tripping, because I know I'm trying to say this to all my religious folks here, my spiritual folks here, everybody in the world can hear it and embrace it, and YouTube will play it, right? So, anyway, but anyway, back to the facts. So, I'm hearing this high vibrational female. I ain't met nobody. I'm just saying I'm hearing this conversation in the astro. And they're like, well, I'm finna get that energy. I'm finna get that. And it's true. What she's saying is true. She can elevate. And that energy, since we from the same tree, can recognize her. Because this girl was so clouded in the mind, not just through with drugs, sex, everything. She didn't even give a damn about she knew about the ranking that she held in the other side. But she was so infatuated and fascinated with this earthly stuff, she literally just counseled herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have been the captain or the lieutenant over there where we at, and you just told God, it ain't nothing on this planet. You should be scared. And when you know that, you should break down and get on your knees right then and there and ask God for mercy, ask God to forgive you. But instead of her doing that, she was because that's that rank and that power she got. But see, when Michael the Archangel come and drop that arm on her, she gonna realize, what did I just do? You just sold God out to be a junkie of any fashion or form. I ain't saying it ain't gotta be in drugs A junkie can be anybody, y'all. You could be a junkie for sex. You could be a junkie for drugs. You could be a junkie for candy. You could be a junkie for a car, materialistic thing. You could be a junkie for anything. But what people don't understand is, people, when I say adultery, what you say? What you see in your head when I say adultery? When I say adultery, what do you hear? Somebody cheating on their wife. Uh, uh, cheating on these what? Husband. Adulterers. You can be straight up loyal to your wife or your husband and still commit adultery. What do you mean by that? What did he say? How did he say that? Why did he say that? Because you could commit adultery towards God. And think about that, marinate on that for a minute. How can you endure to God? You know how people is when they drunk and high. How you endure to God? Easy. You can put them lovers before God. You see what I'm saying? So she didn't understand the ranking, bro. The power. How you think you got this old with that nasty attitude and you ain't been dealt with yet? The right way. The really, really right way. How you think you done got away with all this stuff? How you think you done came up this far? You think it's because of them losers behind you? No, it wasn't because of them losers behind you. Them losers are still here because they was hiding behind you. You transmuted the energy from being the captain for heaven for being a captain for a bunch of karmas on earth. They was hiding behind you. You is the blocking. You is the blockage. You the reason we can't get through. So God got to break you down and make you move. You forfeit something that money can't buy. Somebody can give you the earth. Somebody can say, here you go, here you go. Hand me the earth. They could give you the earth. And it still wouldn't be worth it. All right, Sheba, sit down. And it still wouldn't be worth it. They could give you the earth, and it still wouldn't be worth it. You hear what I'm telling you? Somebody, Satan, can come right now and give you the earth. Give you all the men in the earth, all the women in the earth, all the clothes and the money and the cars in the earth, everything of the earth in the earth, all about the earth, all around the earth, the blueprint to the earth, and it still wouldn't be worth it. That gift that you just sacrificed. These women lining up. Now, they know this girl. I know they know this girl. But they saying it behind her back because she forfeit. It's right. It's not stealing. But let's take it from the spiritual to the physical. That's where we get it from, right? Robbing somebody, taking somebody's stuff. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? I'm telling y'all, this learning is worth sitting still for. Somebody should have been there. I should have somebody right here writing me, not the ones on the other side writing my stuff and stealing it, editing it the way they want to edit it, and put it out the way they want to put it out, just so they could curse us even more and make everybody in the earth hurt even more and just destroy the world even more. No, somebody should be right. I should have an entourage. What's my entourage? I'm the entourage. God got the entourage. I'm the entourage. We the entourage. God and ancestors right here. Where is our entourage? When I said that somebody should be right beside me, you say, yes. You know, edit like this. Don't do it. We need to talk to God first. But we take anything out of it. You get what I'm saying? That's how that go. This is good learning. This is why I told y'all. Y'all can say, I know that you sitting them. I was getting bad, man. The mess was awful. I'm gonna show y'all how some of the mess was. God knows. We know. God knows. We know that you've been hurting because all the love, you lost everything. And you thought God didn't give you nothing that you asked for. I never said that. That's the lie in it. I talked to God, I'm direct contact. My father gave me everything I asked for. I just told y'all I sacrificed everything that my father gave me that I asked for. I've been saying it. My father already gave me everything I asked for. I just told y'all I sacrificed everything that my father gave me that I asked for to be in this mission for God, to live in my purpose for God, to do what God sent me here to do. So that message is a lie. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. The message is a lie. The message is a lie, right? It ain't no lie. I'm wrong for saying it's a lie because I just went on here and wrote it off and said, oh, this ain't for me. Because I directly talked to God. This is good stuff. They put me in the depths of solitude so I can open my mind. I can hear. Don't this sound good? Oh, I forgot I ain't on live. Man, this is awesome. Did you hear how I just told y'all where the thieves came from? In the spiritual side, I told y'all we're going to bring the spiritual to the physical so you can realize, so the physical can realize there's the spiritual. Once the physical realize there's the spiritual, they can wake up and be serious. I'm telling y'all, bro, this stuff is deep. This is deep. I just woke up. You saw me sleep. You got the cameras in my house. So you know I ain't just get it right here. You see, I woke up, I heard it out that young man's mouth. I got all that out there, young. I ain't even listened to 2 minutes of it. I just took the truth that he's been swallowing. I took the truth out. And throwed it up in the air. This is what he's trying to say, but I don't know what he's trying to say. I ain't trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I ain't listened but 1 minute, 2 minutes of it, and that's what touched me. I know what he's trying to say, what he finna say. Let me just say that. Like, somebody here is robbing, taking people out for their gift. If they know that, I would say witches and warlocks can do that, but they couldn't do that because you have to elevate high to do that. So that means that's good and bad because I ain't gotta correct them. I don't have to correct them. I don't have to correct them. That's good and bad. I don't have to correct them. That's good and bad. I don't have to correct them because they like, we just gonna elevate. That means they gonna elevate high. Cause see, if they plan on elevating that high to get her gifts, they plan on staying elevated that high. Because in order to keep them gifts, you gotta stay elevated that high. So they ain't trying to take her out. They probably even done trying to help her out. She forfeiting her ranking, taking herself out. And they just getting the R rated, just like God said in the Bible, Job. I think it's in Job 1 where it said they getting the R rating. It said it was a prince or a guy or Jesus or somebody, and everybody, all the females lined up and got the R ready. It's one of them one of them stories in the Bible. They got their R ready and they got their lamps ready and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. They getting ready.